Phoenix, you going off, going off, going off, going off.
Hello, kings and queens, and welcome to the Qween of Hearts Podcast. I am your host, Qween Leo. If you are a new listener, welcome. And if you are a returning listener, welcome back. And welcome to the kingdom, I guess I should say. Today's episode is kind of like a this and yeah. Let's keep it a buck. It's definitely just like a this and yap. Very spontaneous, very just like chilling. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Pod day. Fuck it. We'll get some content or whatever. How's everyone doing? How is June treating everyone? June for me has been, I would probably say, June hasn't been the best. Or May, really. Spring just isn't my season. I think it's because I'm a Leo and we're summer's sun. I don't know, springtime just isn't my time. I've just been having rough. The energy's just been real rough. I'll say that. The energy's just been real rough for me. And I'm working on it. I'm working on getting my getting back into like my good energy, like my good vibe, I guess, with myself. I guess I tend to let things take me out of myself in the moment, and I don't really enjoy the moment so much. So I need to get back to that. So, but June's been okay. I guess this could very much be like a June recap because this is like pretty much this and yap. But yeah, June's been okay. I've been real in my head recently and in my mind just because I'm at a point where big decisions need to be made and big choices need to happen. And it's no more confusion or not sure, anything like that. It's really just like, it needs to just be like set in stone, planned out, and like in motion. And I think like June has really shown me that. So I've really just been in the mindset of kind of like getting things in order, cleaning house, spring cleaning, if you will. Let's be real. But yeah, nothing too crazy in June. Fucking, I'm watching the NBA Finals. First off, definitely did not think OKC was going to make it. Definitely thought the Timberwolves was going to make it to the finals for starters. Like, that's off the strength, like off the muscle before we get into anything else. Definitely thought the Timberwolves were going to make it to the finals this year. In real life, I'm a Kyrie fan. Like, I don't have like a team. I'm more of a Kyrie fan. So I kind of just follow Kyrie wherever he goes. But after he got injured, I kind of like, was rooting for someone else. And I went for the Timberwolves. So I definitely thought they were going to make it out of there and into the finals. But boy, was I mistaken. And I was subjected to... And I was subjected to OKC and the Pacers. Now, when it came to the East, I really didn't have a favorite that I wanted coming out of the East because it's always the East with the least. So I kind of was just expecting it to be either Boston or Cleveland. But then the Knicks and the Pacers kind of threw me off right there. And I was like, shit, who could it possibly really be? And then when it got to the Knicks and the Pacers, I was kind of rooting for who was I rooting for? I think I really was rooting for the Pacers, to be honest. I think I was rooting for the Pacers. And then when we finally got to the finals, I kind of went with the Pacers. I don't have anything against OKC. It's just, I don't know. I don't like the idea of like free throw merchant. You know what I mean? So it's like if you're out there fishing for free throws for points, I'm not big on that. When it comes to basketball, when it comes to the sport, I like the art of it. Like I said, my favorite player is Kyrie. Love handles. He has the handles that are out of this world when it comes to basketball. Like, it's the art of the sport. It's not the mental of how to win. Now, with that being said, the basketball IQ of it all, I give it that. Like, you have to be a certain type of player to be able to draw fouls like that so effortlessly. So you got to give respect where respect is due. But me personally, that's just not, I guess that's just not the style of play that I enjoy seeing. So it's not like, with that being said, that team would never be like my favorite team or be something I watch, because it's just, that's not the type of basketball I'm into. And that's okay. You know, a lot of basketball nowadays is the three ball. And there's a lot of people from, prior basketball eras that probably don't appreciate that type of gameplay. You know, they're used to the centers that were actually centers, that was big in the paint and doing a lot. So it's like, some people might appreciate that style of basketball. So it's like, basketball comes in its different eras, and it's okay for it to not be someone's cup of tea. That's fine. You know, someone who appreciates the basketball stylings of like a Shaq or like a Yao Ming or like a Tim Duncan or something like that, they would not necessarily appreciate the style of play that's in the league now, where everyone's shooting the three ball. You know, for example, you got motherfuckers like Brooke Lopez. They don't even be in the paint, be right on the wing, thinking they can shoot a three any day of the week. So it's a different thing, I would say, but it wins games, and I can appreciate it for OKC. So they won the championship, and I'm not mad at them. Them young boys got them a chip, and it's good. I always can appreciate it when it's someone else winning it. I can appreciate a dynasty, but I love when it's a new face. That's one thing about football that used to piss me off. I got tired of seeing the Patriots, and then I really got tired of seeing the Chiefs. So it's like, it's nice to see a fresh face, getting that Valerio. So that's what's up. Congratulations to the OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm very excited for next season with all the trades, KD to Houston. There's been a lot of they're not big, but they're kind of big. One that threw me off today, Lonzo Ball to Cleveland, which is crazy because that's what's up. I feel like the Lonzo brothers are too raw to not be somewhere good. Lonzo came in, got drafted to the Lakers, and I feel like he just didn't fit. I feel like he didn't fit with the Lakers at that time. I feel like if he had certain people there with him, he probably would have been better. But at that time when they got him, he was before his time. They weren't ready for a player like that. So, definitely feel like he could have really showed and proved more when he was with the Lakers. Whew. Sorry about the yawning. It's a late night. Late night in the office. But yes, we have Lonzo to Cleveland. Drew Holiday to... Ooh, where did he go? It's slipping my mind right now. Part of me wants to say Washington, but I might just be wrong. I think today's the first day of free agency. That's what's up. We're going to see a lot of big moves this offseason. I feel it. I fucking feel it. Shit. I cannot see where Drew Holiday fucking... Drew Holiday. Fuck it. Trailblazers. Oh, yeah, for Anthony Simons. Now, that's what's up, because first off, that was a good trade. You needed to get rid of some of that money you spending, and at the same time, you picked up a good asset in Anthony Simons. Like, man's nice. He's young, he's coachable. I feel like if he was in a better situation with better players, they could really teach him something. That's what's going to happen in this Boston. You're going to get in that Boston culture of winning championships, and it's going to really I feel like it's going to improve his game. So I'm going to want to see that. Chris Middleton got some help over in Washington. CJ McCollum. Now with that, I wouldn't say that's really nothing too major. Because at the end of the day, CJ McCollum is good, but he ain't been the same. You know what I mean? He ain't been the same. So, they traded CJ McCollum to Washington for Jordan Poole, which also makes sense because Jordan Poole Jordan Poole needs to be somewhere else. He needs to be somewhere. I need another lighter. He needs to be somewhere with a team that he could really work with. Well, you got to remember, he played with Golden State, so he's just used to a different style of play where he has pieces, and I feel like there was really no pieces in Washington. So I'm curious to see how he works with Zion. I want to say it's Brandon Murphy, Trey Murphy, somebody. His face, I see his face in my head, but I can't get that name. I want to say it's Trey Murphy. Yeah, Trey Murphy, Zion, DeJounte. They have a couple pieces, so I would like to see how he works with them. So that should be interesting. On top of all these trades, honey, it's the NBA draft, and them damn Dallas Mavericks picked up that motherfucking Cooper flag. And like I said, I fucks with Kyrie. So as soon as I walked in my house, that draft was on. I see Cooper flag get picked. Ooh, first thing I said, Mavericks and 4, Dallas and 4. They have a solid team. Now it's gonna take them a minute because Kyrie's not back till they said at least June or January. So we got at least half the season where we just got AD and we got Cooper flag and we got our key, role players. But that's enough to get it popping. That's enough that's enough to get the season off good to where when Kyrie does come back, balling. That's just putting us up. So it's I see us really maintaining probably a 4, 5, or a 6 seed, maybe even 7. I see us maintaining those mid seeds, but when Kyrie comes, he's going to jump us up to high 5s, 5 and up. Kyrie comes back, Dallas will be 5 and up in the West. Guaranteed. I just see it. And it's unfortunate because, a lot of people wanted to see the downfall just because of the whole Luka situation. And it's trust me, I wanted to see the downfall because of the whole Luka situation. But at the end of the day, I'm a motherfucking Kyrie Irving fan and I got to stick beside him. So it's I can't really shut down Dallas because that's shutting down my dog. So it's no, I'm still rocking with Dallas. Gotta rock with my dog Kyrie. And we're gonna bring a chip to Texas. We definitely are. I already told myself once I see him get drafted, I was I gotta go now. Gotta go to a game. It's gonna be at the end of the season, but I'm definitely going because I want to see Kyrie. I have to see Kyrie. See the handles live. You feel me? With basketball ending, sport popping right now is baseball. I never used to watch baseball. I recently just got into baseball and now I understand it more. And it's interesting. It's something good to watch live. I like going to baseball games. It's fun to watch on TV, mainly if you're betting on it. But I enjoy watching baseball. I suck at baseball. My hand-eye coordination is not the best, so I can't really throw. I can't really hit a pitch. I can throw the ball pretty. I think I can throw it pretty good. Fun fact about me. Through high school, I used to play football. My freshman year, I was the quarterback of the team, and I was wide receiver. I started to get shin splints really bad. And so my coach started telling me maybe I should start looking at a different position. Because, I would leave practice, and my fucking shins would be burning, like killing me, hurting. So, and then I guess maybe it's like the way I stand or like the way I drop back as a like when I'm going to throw the ball. But I started like my ankles used to fuck up a lot too. Like I would have a lot of ankle pains. And what really I think the defining moment that really made me change my position was I was quarterback and wide receiver freshman year. On JV. Sophomore year, I played. I think I played JV and then I moved up to varsity. I mean, I moved up to varsity freshman year. I don't remember the details. I knew I played a season JV, but at the end of the JV season, I moved up to varsity. I want to say that was either my freshman or my sophomore year. And I know you have to play JV your freshman year, so it probably was that way. But I think towards the end of my last season on JV, I was the quarterback, and I was in a game, and my coach came to me after the game and was like, yeah, we got to get you another position because I'm watching y'all play. You know, I say, hike. She watches me drop back, and she's like, when you drop back, it low-key look like you about to break your ankle. And it's just because of, I think at the time I was a thicker girl. I won't say I was fat, but like I was thicker. My ankles are, like I have tiny ankles as it is, but my ankles were smaller. I want to say my calves weren't as big. Like I also did weightlifting in high school, and that's where I got most of my defined shape from. But before that, not so much. So pretty much just like the ratio of my body at the time because I'm still growing as a child. It just wasn't right. So my coach was like, yeah, we got to get you in another position. So then I was safety. I tried out safety. I tried out running back. I tried out a few positions. I stayed quarterback, but as I stayed quarterback, like I tried out to other positions to see what I liked and what kind of went natural for me. So then I get to varsity. Now, my coach for JV, I've known her for years. Love her down. Get all the way to senior year, like love her down. Like love her. So but JV coach, and rest R.I.P. because he has passed away. God rest his soul. But he was a beast. Like, it was funny because she's darling and like she's like like the mom of the group, like the mom of us girls, like taking care of us, but like really like giving us our strength and like making sure we out here handling business like women on the field and off the field and all this shit. And then you got him, and he's like that strict macho dad that's like, I care for my daughters, I'm gonna make sure they're straight, but when we get out there we kick fucking ass. And it was great because he used to be the coach of the men's. So he started coaching us my sophomore year. My freshman year, he was the coach of the men's football team. He took them undefeated and he took them to state champions. It was a great year to be at my school. So next year, he retires from coaching the boys. And, my coach, she calls him up and she's like, hey, coach the girls, gotta be raw. And he goes for it. So he's our coach, my varsity coach my sophomore year. And so I go to play varsity with him. And like I said, I'm used to I was trying to figure out my position. At that point, I kind of stuck with safety. So I come in as the safety and stuff. And we're running routes, we're practicing. And I think like he and his spirit knew like I wasn't supposed to be safety. And so we're trying out more routes. And so this particular day, he puts me up against the lead or like the I wouldn't say like the star, but like I guess you'd say like the first string running back or wide receiver. He puts me up against the first string wide receiver. She's team captain of offense, like the girl. And he has me at linebacker, testing out middle linebacker. And he gives me some play and gives her the play. And he's like, let's run it. And I'm like, okay. I've never played this position. Like I said, I tried running back. I was quarterback. I tried wide receiver. I did safety. I did rusher. That's another one I did. I did rusher. I still didn't find anything that kind of stuck with me. So then I ended up doing middle linebacker in this drill. run the route. She runs. She ends up running a slant. So she runs past me. They throw the ball, and their quarterback throws the ball. This is the quarterback of the J varsity team. Throws the ball. Pick off. Pick that shit off. Straight in practice. And he was impressed. Their team was shocked. I was fucking shocked because it's like, girl, you just picked off the fucking first string senior wide receiver as a sophomore. Like, bro, like, you know? So at that moment, like, he kind of knew, like, that's her. That's where she's supposed to be. And from that moment on, I played middle linebacker. I played middle linebacker for sophomore year, junior year, and senior year. Team captain. We went to playoffs every year. We lost to this one team every season, and I give it to them because we lost to them simply because these motherfuckers. And it's literally like the craziest shit ever. It's like the Eagles with the tush push. There was this one team we could never beat. They would always be our only loss of the season. It would be them and probably like another team. You know, we end up going like 8-2, 9-2. I think it was like, I want to say it was 11 games. We didn't go like 9-2, sometimes 10-1. But it was this one girl. This one team, we could not get them, and they had their own like tush push, and it was the fact that this motherfucking team mastered the art. Like when I tell you mastered, bitch, mastered the art of the lateral. That's literally how they would beat us. Every season, that one game we'd lose to them, mastered the lateral. We'll come back to see them in the playoffs. We gotta beat them to get to the next round, to get to the championship, the state championship. We would lose to them every time in the second round because of the damn lateral. These bitches had the lateral to a fucking T, bro. Like, I've never seen it. Like, because the thing about my team, we had a raw ass offense. Our wide receivers were like the anchor and like the first leg of the track team. So these bitches is fast. Quarterback is this sophomore. That was the crazy part. Because when I got on the team my sophomore year, the quarterback was a senior. She was raw. Raw ass stud. She graduates. We get this next chick. This chick was the quarterback of the JV team. She becomes a sophomore. She becomes our quarterback. She was just that fucking raw. So it's like we got her. Then we had my homegirl. My homegirl, they used to call her, the coach used to call her Smurf. Because she used to have, this is right when like women was wearing the colorful ass quick weaves. She was in high school with a colorful ass quick weave. She would wear like the colorfulest hair. But at this time, she was rocking a blue. It was like dark brown, maybe like brunette, but she was rocking like a brunette and blue bang. It ate, but it ate in that time frame. Like if she did that shit now, it probably wouldn't eat. But this is around like Nicki Minaj just popping with the pink and shit like that. So it's like the bang ate in its time. It ate, but she was our running back, a little bit fast. Like we had a raw ass offense. Then it goes to defense. You got me and linebacker raw. It had two rushers. The rusher, this is the shit. Is one rusher, chick fast. This all she do is defense. Second rusher, Smurfette. She on her Travis Hunter shit. Bitch is the rusher on defense and the running back on offense on her shit. Like, eating the girls up. And then, like I said, me and linebacker, and then you have two safeties. Two safeties. I wonder if there's two safeties and two corners. Again, one of the safeties on Travis Hunter shit. She's the wide receiver on offense. The chick on track. That's the anchor. So it's like, it ain't like we got a boo-boo ass team. We got a raw ass team. We making it. We going like the distance every year. And like I said, our coach is the motherfucking coach that took these niggas to the state champion. One that motherfucker undefeated. So it's like, we had our shit, but it's like, bitch, you know how hard it is to try to master, like, how to master to beat a lateral? It's so crazy. Like, because you never expect it. It was never like they were going in the same direction. It was like the play was just ran fluidly. Like, it was hard to explain. But literally, it would eat us up every season. But, love football. Can't wait for it to come back, honestly. Honestly. Um, but yes, can definitely throw a baseball just because of the fact that football, through ball, football. But I feel like baseball is harder to throw just because it's just a smaller ball, and it's not as. I guess with me, I don't have as much control with it. Like men you see in baseball, they have a lot of control with it. They feel like if you could pitch a baseball, it's really good talent. Because you see like celebrities and people come out and pitch the ball, and that motherfucker go a whole different direction. And it's like that's true because that's what happens to me, and that's why I say I can't really pitch because like I don't have control over the ball. Like it don't always go straight. It curves. It goes other ways. Like, and I think it's probably because of the lace. Like it's all about how you hold it. Because it's even like a football, they always say you hold it by the laces. Hand, fingers on the laces. That's how I learned. You know, line them hands up on them laces, and you spin that motherfucker. And them bitches be spiraling. So it's like when it came to baseball, I used to think it would translate over. But baseballs are so hard with all the stitching everywhere. It's all over the ball. And it's just so much smaller. So it's like throwing a baseball was just never good. Like I was never good at that. And then pitching, or batting, I have no hand-eye coordination. So it's just, baseball was never interesting to me beforehand because I was never really good at it. But now that I understand it, I be tuned the fuck in. So that was like something new I learned this month. It's like really, well not even this month because I've low-key been in the baseball for a minute now. But I went to a baseball game and I just be into it. I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing the teams. I really do. What else has happened in June? Um, it's been a lot of soul searching this month. Just really like figuring out who I am as a person and like what I want and what I'm into and what makes me happy. So it's just been a lot of soul searching this month. I've been watching a lot of TV. And it'd be crazy because the shit be right on time. This month I've been watching Being Mary Jane. I love Being Mary Jane. It's now in my top 10. After rewatching it at this big old age, definitely now has inserted my top 10. Just finished it. I love it. It really spoke to me. It really gave Queen, you know what I mean? Like, it really gave that, because she's, like, independent on her shit, like, doing her big one, like, definitely very much so gave Queen. So I'm, like, addicted to Being Mary Jane. I'll probably watch it in a couple of months, rewatch it again, because it's just that fucking good. And it was on BT. And then, like, as the seasons continue, that shit got realer and realer and realer, and I was like, oh my god, did they, like, consult Tyler Perry? Like, what the fuck? Shit was good. What else have I been watching? I just started rewatching Power Raising Kanan. I do this thing where when a TV show comes out with a new season, because they should be taking sometimes too fucking long for the new season to come out. And I be forgetting what be happening in the show. So when I forget, if I got time, I usually do. If I'm not already tuned into something, if not, I'll wait. I'll binge watch the show again so that I can just like catch back up, know what's going on, and get back into it. Because 9 times out of 10, I usually forget what's going on in a TV show. So I'm currently rewatching Raising Kanan, and it's crazy because they always say you see more things when you continue, like watch something the second time. And as I'm watching it this time around, I'm like paying attention. Like you learn so much stuff about these people throughout the whole season that I just wasn't, I guess, paying attention to before. Like, spoiler alert in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Raising Kanan, I was not paying attention to the fact that Jukebox was boosting clothes. And I guess I saw it because he does acknowledge it to Famous. At one point, he says she been boosting clothes to pay for her studio time. So I guess, like, it's understood that she boosts clothes, but I guess I wasn't paying attention to the fact that she was boosting clothes. And then one thing for sure, I hate the storyline between the cop and his partner. I'm ready for the part when they kill her off, because I'm just over it. Just not entertaining at all. Not entertaining TV. Because I just get frustrated how she handles situations because she's really trying to catch people up. So it's like just the unprofessionalism of it all just be frustrating me. But I am determined to catch up because I think, yeah, it's a whole full season of Raising Kanan that just ended that I have not watched. So I'm going to finish that up. Then by the time I finish up Raising Kanan, BMF should have been all caught up too. Then I can binge watch BMF because so I started watching BMF, and as I was watching the first 2 episodes of this new season, it dawned on me I clearly missed something because another spoiler alert in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When the fuck did B Nick have a child, and when did the child get sick? Where was I when this occurred? Because the last time I checked, I don't even recall. But I don't even remember where he was. I just clearly, my last, vivid memory of his character is when he killed the girl. The homegirl he used to roll with. That he ended up dating. That ended up being police. That he ended up killing him. That also ended up being pregnant with his child. Plot twist. But that was the last crucial detail. And then I think they find out that he'd been working with that cop, and then they disown him. I think that's really the last vivid detail I have. Yeah. Whatever was happening around the time when Carisha was on there Meech with my husband. That is where I stopped at. Because I remember all that. I remember that shit. Terrible. Meech with my husband. But so yeah, all this new stuff he got going on, I don't remember none of this. So clearly I'm missing a lot. So after I finish Kanan, I'm gonna get back into BMF. People always look at me, or not look at me, my brother really looks at me crazy, but people always, I think, judge me because of but I always see posts about it to make me feel a little bit better, just about the fact that I don't really jump into new stuff a lot. I find myself rewatching shit I enjoy just because of the familiarity of it. Girlfriends, I've watched Girlfriends probably 3 or 4 times. This is my first time rewatching Raising Kanan. I've rewatched Power twice. It's only been twice because Power's so long. Takes you a solid a month, maybe 3 weeks. You could probably get it in 3 weeks if you down to it. But with my schedule, it'll probably take me a whole month to finish Power. The main Power, not even book 2, main Power. I rewatched book 2 once. And I really didn't even rewatch it. It doesn't really get interesting until season 2, so I skipped season 1 all the time. Because I think season 1 is about the teacher and all that shit. I want to say that's what season 1's about. But I skipped season 1. Or I skipped to the end. I skipped to when shit started getting real. Then I watch all this. What else have I rewatched? It's more shit I rewatch. I'm rewatching a lot of stuff. The Game, I think I watched that 3 or 4 times. Movies, usually I rewatch those. My favorite movie is Brown Sugar. I can watch Brown Sugar every day. I love the movie Brown Sugar. I can watch it every day. Perfect verse over a nice beat. Love it. Or Ren and 10, the Rapping Dalmatians. The hoe is mine. I love Brown Sugar. Oh my god. After I finish recording, I think I'm watching it tonight. No, I'm going to watch Kanan. I gotta watch Kanan. But Brown Sugar will get watched. See, I told you guys, this episode had no premise. It was just a this and yap. If you know, you know. Just a this and yap. Catching up on the month of June. Month of July is coming. It's going to be very exciting. not even really excited about it for July. I'm kind of excited for what's coming after July. Chris Brown, Breezy Bowl. Can't wait till this man gets to the States. Can't wait till he gets it popping over here in America. I've loved Chris Brown since he came out years ago, 20 years ago. Fun fact, that's what I was about to say. Fun fact, I've never been to a Chris Brown concert. So, for the 20th year, or the 20th anniversary, Breezy Bowl, to be my first Chris Brown concert, super duper excited. Because I'm not only going to see it, but it's like, you're going to see like the 20th anniversary. Like, that's the best one to see. So I'm super duper excited about that. I can't wait. I have a lot of stuff coming for the brand. I was going to do a new merch line for season 2. But, I don't know. I'm still up in the air about it. I have the whole thing planned out. Like, if I want to do it, I have the entire thing planned out. I have to push the button on it. And I just haven't pushed the button on it. Life been lifing and just, I don't know. I know how deep I would have to, I guess I'd know how deep I would have to go if I did merch right now. And doing merch, doing the podcast, doing everything else I really want to do right now. It just would be, I think, too much at this point. And not only do I not want to burn myself out, like I talk about on my website, QweenLeo.Shop, burnout is not a flex. You feel me? It is a fuck up. And you can't burn yourself out. So I feel like trying to really pump out season 2 merch right now would be really be trying to burn myself out, trying to do too much. So I'm kind of thinking about pushing it back to season maybe 3 and doing merch for season 3. So we'll see. I might do a little flash drop, couple items in season 1, just some little shit. We'll see. I don't want to put too much on my plate. I want to give you guys a lot of good content, and I don't want to give you just a lot of bullshit ass content just because it's a lot. So always up to the universe. But yes, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. I have another episode. I have two episodes coming out. I have a blind rankings episode coming out, where I blind rank, I think, 3 topics. Super funny, super cute. I have that episode coming out, and then I have another episode coming out about a real topic that's real dear and deep to me in my heart, and something I want to discuss. It's going to be kind of like this. I wouldn't say it's going to be like a this and yap. It'll probably be like a this and rant, because it'll be like a big rant. I wouldn't say it's going to be like me getting on my soapbox or anything, but just, bringing some shedding light to certain things. So I have that episode coming out soon, too. As we get ready for July, I'm finishing up the book, The Year of Yes. And then after that, for the month of July, it's this book I got that I'm really interested in reading. I wasn't going to read it right now. I actually, not even going to hold you, I think I was going to read, where is it at? I'm trying to find the title. I'm looking at my books right now. A Perfect Day to Boss Up by Rick Ross. I was going to read that one actually next, after The Year, yes. But I just got this new book. I went on weird. I'm so weird. When I want to spoil myself, I don't get clothes. I don't get designer. I don't do extra shit like that. When I really want to spoil myself, I buy myself a bunch of books. That's it for me. I'll buy, I literally buy clothes, if I'm about to go do some shit. Buy some shoes if they hot and they coming out. Buy a purse if it's just, really, sticking out to me. I buy, material things like that if it's really, calling my name. I don't really go, oh, I'm going shopping. Well, I have to go shopping for stuff like that with a purpose. I bought my bag, I bought my Schmedium bag because they were coming out with Schmediums. And first off, I love a good Telfar. And then they were coming out with a Schmedium, so I had to. It's the perfect size. The large is too big, and the The medium, I think, is too small. Or no, the medium's too big too. The small is too small. The medium's too big. So the medium is like the perfect size for me. That's like my go-to size bag. And it's funny because I don't know how my dude knows it. Because like when he buys me a bag, when he buys me a bag, it usually be the perfect size. I don't know how he knows that, but he be right on point with it. But I'm a bad girl. I think that's just a Miami-Dade County thing, though. Be a bad girl. Like, you love you a good bag. Like, I've loved a good bag my whole life. Like, keep a good bag. Boom. I had, but before this Tory Burch, I had two other ones. Before that one, I don't know. And I'd be into like weird brands. Like people be into like the main basic ones. Like when people was popping on like Michael Kors a lot. Like I knew a lot of people in my school had like a lot of Michael Kors. When it was hot and popping, when you have the Michael Kors bag with the Michael Kors watch and blah blah blah. I was on like whole hand shit like that. I used to love when I was in school, and it was like because it fit my aesthetic, a Betsy Johnson. I used to love me a good, nice, cute little Betsy Johnson bag, not the overt ones. But it's weird because, and that's what's crazy about it. Betsy Johnson was before her time because she used to do like the cute little like crazy looking bags, and now you see like your best and your favorite influencers with them. Um, they be having like the popcorn or like the money or stuff like that. And she used to have shit like that, but it would just be like so overtly like godly. So it was just like before its time. Like now we look at pieces like that and they are statement pieces. They're fashion pieces. So I used to love me a nice little good Betsy Johnson tote. So it's like now I'm like I love a bag. Like it's a Dade County girl thing. Like we love bags. So yes. But I somehow don't spoil myself with things like that. I spoil myself with books. So like my recent binge purchase of books, I bought like 10 books. And one of them I'm looking at my stack right now where my glasses at. So I can see, honey. I wear my glasses all day. My glasses are like my light, like a light switch for my life. Like if I don't, I tell people all the time, if my glasses are not on, you don't exist. Like you just don't. I don't see you, so you don't exist. If I don't have my glasses on, I can't see you. And if I can't see you, you don't exist. So it just be funny. Cause like if I want to like block out the world, I'll take my glasses off. So it's like when I wear my glasses all day and I have to be like in the world, when I get home, my first thing to do is take my glasses off. Cause it's like I'm tired of looking at niggas. I'm tired of looking at motherfuckers. I've been looking at y'all all motherfucking day. So I'm trying to struggle over here trying to read this stack of books. And it's like, bitch, put your glasses on. But it's called Forgiving What You Can't Forget. And I keep seeing this book pop up on like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like everything when it comes to like books. And I was like so intrigued, so I ordered it. And then it recently just popped up again. And I said, I think this is a sign that I should probably read this book next. So after I finish the year of yes, I'm going to go into that one. I'm super excited about it. So stay tuned for that in the month of July. What else? Visual coming soon. I'm working on it. Visuals coming soon. Um, Again, for all my avid listeners out there, definitely check out Qween Leo merch. Get you a piece. We have a thing for everyone. Um, One of my favorite pieces is, like I said, our cropped hoodie. It's the Queen piece cropped hoodie. And it's actually customizable. You can put your sign on it. So if you're a Leo, a Virgo, a Taurus, a Capricorn, any of them, put them on there. So definitely check that out. Is there anything else I wanted to add to this episode? It was really just a this and yap. Yep, guys. It's just we're having fun this season in life. I named this month the Hustle Reset, and it was really like supposed to be like a reset on like getting your shit together and handling business and shit like that. And it ended up being like a reset on everything, like a reset on life in general. It's like I really like moving a different type of way. proud about my changes. It will. I'm gonna talk about them a little later. I'll probably talk about them next month because they're still in progress. But a lot of big things cooking. I'm super happy about, super excited about, and I'm very anxious to see the outcome. So that will be dope. Um, Again, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to QweenLeo.Shop, our website. That is our go-to where you find everything Qween. I have blog posts on there, music posts on there, fashion lookbooks, just anything for any topic. I'm starting to get back into our up and coming creative showcase. I have two people I recently inducted into it. One has always been inducted into it since the beginning of it. And that is my homegirl Ashley down in Tampa. Um, I've known her for years. We went to school together, and she always had such a voracious spirit, and she was fun to be around. And you could always tell she was destined for greatness. She went on to study school at FSU, Gold Nose. From there, she teach school for a little bit. She actually went back and taught at our high school. And now recently, she's gone into fitness, and she actually has her own weight loss and fitness company, Ashley. So she is definitely inducted in our showcase. And then I have a friend of mine down in Atlanta. She has her. She's a mom entrepreneur, and I've had a mom entrepreneur on my showcase before. It's one of my close friends from high school as well. Her name is Rhea, but she ran a eyelash business, and she sold eyelashes, eye blinks. Yeah, eye blinks by Ray. Um, but I've met another mom entrepreneur in my time in the world, and this is in my time in Georgia, and she goes by the name of Camry, and she owns her brand, and it's a little bit of everything. She has her own beauty brand where she does makeup, glosses, and skincare, and now recently she's taken over the venture of, how can I put it, sweets, I guess. I was gonna say like baked goods, but it's really not baked goods because they ain't like she out here baking muffins or anything. But like she does dive into treats, sweet treats. So she's been recently making cookies, cakes, Rice Krispie treats, like you name it, just all types of sweet treats. So she recently has been inducted in this showcase, and we will be getting interviews with both coming quite soon. So I'm super excited. It's just a good time over here in Qween Leo. We're making the best out of everything in every moment. And we're remembering who we are as we take strides towards our end goal. You know? Like I said earlier, guys, subscribe to QweenLeo.Shop. You'll find out everything Qween. When you go to QweenLeo.Shop and you scroll all the way down, there's a banner. The ticking banner has all of our social media platforms: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest. Go and follow. Yes, thank you guys again for tuning in. It's been fun. Until next time, guys. See you later.
Genix, you going off, going off.